We got a light show for you guys today. Not really. What's up, everybody? Danny Lightning here. We're gonna do some War Robots talk, some question and answers, and all that good stuff. I got a special guest, War Machine, with me today. So say hello to War Machine, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. How y'all doing?
I hear Maggie.
Yeah,
Maggie
Maggie's in the background. Yeah.
His bird's back there screaming.
Well, see, what had happened was, right, is an ambulance came through here, and then the police. We've got an elderly lady that lives in where we live at, and the ambulance came in here twice already during the first part of this week. So, you know, my wife went out there to kind of check on her and make sure she was okay and all that. So that's why Maggie's out there squawking, because Carla's out there being nosy.
Alright, I see we got Roop, we got John Wick, we got Franco, we got Silver Touch, Meeks the Freaks is here. Awesome to see you guys.
Welcome, welcome, everybody.
How's everybody doing? Hopefully pretty awesome. So what do you guys think about the new operation that popped out of there today? What's your opinion on that, War Machine?
I don't know. I mean, I may get this one. I ain't really did a whole lot of looking into it. I've watched a couple videos of it. I watched Islanders video of the new operations, and you know, another one. But I don't know. The last one to me just wasn't worth the money. I think you only got like what 450 gold or something like that on the. It just wasn't a lot. You know, the best thing in there to me would have been the platinum. But even at that, they lowered the platinum amount. So, but I may get this one.
See, on the 10-day ones, they definitely have less stuff, but I think there was still like a couple thousand gold on the last one, if I remember correctly.
Was it? Yeah, I wasn't for sure, but I know it wasn't. It ain't a whole lot compared to what it has been prior.
Now this one's got the eye drone, and it looks like it's going to come with five B chips, 5 B slots, 2 A slots, and 1 gun slot. So the last drone we got had a bunch of B slots as well, which are the triangle-shaped ones, which are, I mean, those are great if you want to put a bunch of modulative intensifiers on there and just destroy stuff really quick. But then, you know, you got to activate your power cells to get the drone chips to work, which that's the only thing I don't like about that, because, man, give me a Scorpion with some Deathmark and modulative intensifiers, and I'll use up like 20,000 power cells in one game.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I actually spent $100 and, you know, here a little while back and hit the chest, and you know how you get the component points, you get the components and all that, and so I was getting that and power cells. That was basically it, and I got a ton of power cells, and in 2 days I had like over 7,000 power cells that just, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they go real fast. They will go really fast, but I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. You got a lot of resources. It is a 10-day one. It has 50 levels.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some paint jobs. You got a couple of those special edition Nucleons, which is cool. If anybody's in need of Nucleons, I mean, the Nucleons
to me, Danny,
are
the best thing to me on there that I would pay, it's worth the money, is the drone. If people's wanting to get these drones, especially the shooter drones, right there you go. You know, that's how you get them.
I could use a couple more good drones myself, I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Amphibious, Omniverse? How's it going? Flow Snake, good to see you guys. Iowan Bevan, how's it going? I know I probably said your name all kinds of wrong. I apologize for that. Good to see you guys out here. Yeah, I mean, I really do enjoy the operations, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, it gets kind of expensive if you buy every single one.
Which one you want? That's what I say. Yeah, I didn't get the last one because within that there really wasn't nothing but platinum and a little bit of gold that would have benefited me and what I would have wanted. This one, because I've already got 4 good drones. Right now I got a glider, I've got a good guy, shooter drone, and the Wasp. So with this eye, I have 5 good drones. So
nice.
Yeah, so I mean that's how, and I've got probably 3/4 of my chips, my drone chips are purple chips, and I've been getting those out of the 200 event chest and out of the 1,000 key chest.
Yeah, I mean, some of these, I like how they lowered the prices on this event for the chest. I mean, you got 50, you got 100, and you got 200. That's awesome. Yeah. I hope they keep continuing to do it more like this, because this is more affordable. This is way more affordable. I'm not really sure which chest I'm going to open yet. The big one, the smaller one, or the middle one, but I'm trying to decide. I really need a couple scatters. You just got to look and see
what you need. Right. That's what I was thinking about, hitting the, what is it, the 100 chest that has the scatters and even if you don't even get the full weapon, you still get the components.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of hitting that myself and seeing if I can't grab a couple more of those up, because I've got the 3 on my Fenrir, my cryptic Fenrir. I've got the sonic weapons or sound weapons, and then I've got the 1 that I won from a giveaway. So
yeah,
I definitely need some more of them.
I need I've only got 1 scatter, and I could definitely use a few of those. I got a few Havocs, I got a few Devastators, but I need a couple scatters. So more than likely, I'm gonna go with the 100 chest when I do open mine. Another thing, it seems like these tokens are coming pretty quick. Like, I've already got 740 of these things. So we got 20 days left on this thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can open a few thousand worth, and maybe I'll get a scatter or 2. Who knows? But I kind of like what they've done with this latest event. Pretty cool.
Oh, I do too. I'm liking where they're going with it. Now, I like the 3-card flip that it comes up to. You know, so
it's kind of fun.
It gives you a little bit more of a chance, I guess, you know, to win something. And last night I won a purple chip. Didn't think I was going to. It was a purple chip, scatter components, and components towards another bot or weapon or something. And I was like, it ain't gonna give me that purple chip. You know, once they all disappeared, I hit the center one, and sure as heck, I got that intensifier purple chip. I was like, well, dang.
What's up, Omniverse? Are you streaming after my stream? Is that what you're saying? If so, we'll have to try and direct some people over to your stream when mine's done.
Yep. What's up, Tattoo Josh?
Gunslinger, what's up? So Josh has got 3 scatters, 2 devastators, but no havocs. Oh man, that's a bummer right there.
They said want to trade. Well,
Nah, I kind of need what I got. Well, I'll trade you a devastator for your 3 scatters. How about that? It would be nice if we could actually trade stuff with people. That would be sweet. I got a bunch of robots and weapons hanging around that I would love to trade.
Danny, for like, right, iOS had that little deal because I had a bunch of my friends from iOS told me they did it, implemented it for like 3 or 6 months over at iOS. I guess Clans over there was taking advantage of it somehow, you know, like cheating with it somehow, almost like a goal loading thing. You know, I don't know. They took advantage of it. So Pixonic says, well, you know what, we're not going to do this, and that ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, somehow they were selling stuff for real money to other people, I guess.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Some type of a deal like that, yeah.
And I think some of them were even like hacking to get the stuff, and then they were selling it to others. Yep. It was a big messed up thing. But there's always got to be a couple of people. Always a couple people got to ruin something good for everybody. That's the worst part about it. Wizard, what's up? How's it going? Actually, I think you're not allowed to sell accounts. If you look into the game's terms of services and stuff, I think selling accounts is actually a big no-no on most games. Hey, Geeking Out, what's up, buddy? Jock, hello. Good to see you guys today. So what do you guys think about this?
The shell? Go ahead, Danny. I'm sorry, bud.
I was gonna say, what do you guys think about this Demeter? We can talk about the shell here too, but
okay.
Which one do you want to talk about first, Demeter or shell, guys? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
MTM, what's up, buddy? No Max here
Franco
today.
said he loves Demeter. The meter to me looks kind of like it's part vacuum cleaner. That's my thoughts on it, but you know.
To me, it looks like it's like an amputee with missing a leg. Like something's wrong with that robot. I think it's really cool, but it just doesn't like it. It doesn't look right. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
look
he's
right.
all jacked up, like from waist down. You know, he's got a big upper body and like a little little scooter thing on the bottom, like. Yeah.
The colors aren't very nice. Like I don't know. It's just
right.
It's super cool, but I'm just not into its looks. You know what I mean? They need to give it like.
Josh.
It needs like a big old mohawk and some legs or something. You know?
Yeah. Tattoo Josh said it looks like a 1953 vacuum cleaner. Well, yeah, because I was telling Danny that right before we started the stream. The meter to me, if you've ever played Fallout, you know, I played 1 through 4. I ain't played the 2 recent, but Fallouts. You know that little maid bot that always starts you off with, and he kind of follows you around certain areas of the game. To me, it kind of resembles that era of that type of a bot, you know, battle bot.
But as far as the gameplay with it, so far I really like it. It's kind of a weird bot. I don't quite understand exactly how it works yet because I was too stupid to read. I didn't read the description. I just started playing it and didn't really know what it did. And then someone was saying, "Oh yeah, the more you get shot, the more healing burst you get that you can let off." And I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." I had no idea because I was too dumb to read the thing. But
yeah.
Seems like a cool robot. Normally, though, the first couple of test servers, they don't have proper descriptions out for the robots. So most of the time, that's why I don't always read it anymore, is it doesn't always say what it does properly.
Right.
But yeah. Like Tattoo Josh said, you can't go back, which is a little bit surprising. So you can teleport once, but you can't teleport away, so...
Yeah, I seen that on somebody's gameplay. I don't understand why they would do. Maybe it was your gameplay when you ran 2 Demeters and what your hangar, Danny.
Probably too powerful. Probably too powerful because, I mean, it can heal the crap out of people, and then after its shield ends, I guess they want you to have a chance to kill it after it. You know, if all it did was teleport there and back, you'd never be able to take that thing out, I think.
Oh, yeah. That thing would be almost invincible.
Probably why they did it, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I like it, besides the fact that it's very strange looking. We need some sort of, like, overpowered healer type of thing. I'm just a little worried that it's going to be... You're going to see a bunch of those teleporting, and it's going to be like Ares trains all over again, but it's going to be Demeter trains.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be pretty interesting.
If they can take advantage of it, they figure out a way to do so. You know, I ain't never died as quick in my Fender as a game yesterday. I had 3 Hawks go up on me at one shot, and it was 2 Mississippi in my head. I was locked down, done. You know, so yeah, any way that these guys can take advantage of like Ares trains or Aljun anything like that, they try to do it. I just don't like whenever they put 4 and 5 of them in their hangar, you know, load them out and then overload the field with one particular bot, and then it gets nerfed for everybody that way. So
yeah, I think most people would appreciate if they only allowed one of each robot into a hangar, you know.
Yep.
UFO. Jock says it's a UFO.
What's the distance on that, Danny? You remember right offhand?
You know what?
I don't. The distance on teleport.
People were saying 500 meters, but I couldn't get mine to teleport sometimes. So I think it's closer, but I wasn't really sure what the range was. There's times where I was at 450 to 500, and I still wasn't able to teleport. So it was a little bit weird.
Huh. Yeah, that may be something that they may nerf in the future after it comes out. Would be the distance on the teleportation, maybe. I don't know.
One thing, though, I find a little bit disappointing. This is going on to the test server stuff, but not necessarily the meter. But the whole thing with the little shredders, man. I get it that they maybe want to make some of the accumulation go away so it can't lock you down as fast. That's great, okay? That's actually great because you put some chips on those for lockdown. I mean, they're just locking you down every 2 seconds, but I don't like the fact that they want to change the reload time on that. I wish they would leave the reload time the same, but go through with the other 2 parts, you know?
Yep.
I don't even really know if it needs a damage nerf. It really just needs the lockdown accumulation changed.
Yeah.
But if they do the damage nerf plus the reload time, I'm not sure those are going to be that good anymore, honestly.
Yeah, to kind of ruin them like how they did the Orkans, you know, or the Tridents. Once they did that nerf on the Tridents on the splash damage and the distance per damage output,
yeah,
you don't hardly ever see Tridents out there on the field anymore.
That's true, man. They nerfed those things and everybody ditched them. They were done after that. Wizard, that's all pre-recorded stuff, bud. So I recorded that once, and now it just plays. It plays in a loop. I did waste a few power cells, but that's all right, I guess.
This ain't the video, Danny, with Hover flying the whole time.
Hover's a sweet robot. I wish they would. I really still. Okay, this comes up every live stream, but I want to see an awesome legendary pilot for the Hover. Something that gives him like a reflector shield or some damage resistance when he's in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's such a fun
or
robot.
Lockdown, right, or have something with his pilot skill to where, you know, while in ability, you know, he can lock down, or there's a percentage that his weapons will lock you down. That would be nice for him, you know?
Yeah, that might be cool too. Metal War, what's up, Batty? Kenny.
In order for them to make the Hover worth a dang anymore, though, Danny, they would have to put where he's in the air some type of a stealth on him.
Something, yeah. I mean, he's definitely a skill bot. Like, I mean, every once in a while, though, I still have this killer game with the Hover because I play it just right, but it's not... You've seen me do a couple pretty amazing matches with the Hover.
Yeah, you run your Hover really good. There's a couple people YouTubers I've seen that can run them really good and everything. I had 2 of them and I liked them, but up in Champion League when I hit champs, and as soon as I go airborne, it's almost like the Griffins. You know, as soon as they jump up in the air, they're dead before their feet hits the ground. Same thing with my Hover. So I said, well, you know, I got him. I sold him, both of them.
You saw those videos where I piloted the crap out of it, and I just tore people up, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, I want to Hover now." And the thing is, though, that doesn't always happen. Those were just a couple exceptional runs where everything just fell into the place. I was at the right place at the right time. I was just on top of my game. I mean, there was a lot of factors into that. Most of the time, that's not how the Hover goes. Most of the time, he does like so-so, or sometimes he just gets blown up the second he goes up in the air. So he needs a little something. Very hard to play, but very fun. Very fun.
Yeah, I agree, Danny. All these bots that aren't viable and you don't see them out on the field, you know, heck, if Pixar, they would make a little money on them if they would, you know, put some type of a pilot or some type of you know, add 3 mod spots for, you know, a Lancelot. Why not? You know, the newer Metabots have the 3 mod spots. Why not give it to, you know, Lancelots and Kumios and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, actually. There's a lot of older robots that could use a little love, I'll say that.
Yeah. It gives them a disadvantage when they only got 2 mod spots and they're going out there on the field and fighting everybody with 3 mod spots.
What do I think about the Hawk? I'm glad that guy is getting a nerf, honestly. I hate the Hawks.
I am too, Danny.
I hate the Hawks. The battlefield's overrun with those things. They're destroying everybody. It's kind of taking the fun out of the game when you can't even go out in the open without 2 to 3 Hawks going up in the air and zapping you with a laser at the same time. So, I'm very happy that they're nerfing this thing, and I kind of like what they're doing with it. It's still going to do the same amount of damage to the Titans, but it's going to do a lot less to regular robots. I think that's good. I think that's good. That's going to be good for the game. There's just too many Hawks destroying the world right now.
Now, Danny, can I say something about the Nightingale? I don't believe that needed a nerf. I really didn't. I thought the Nightingale was good where it was at. I mean,
I can understand.
It's able to get cat beacons in the air. I understand all that. So that made them, OP out there on beacon matches. So, yeah, give them that nerf to where it's the higher, to where that doesn't cap beacons when they're in their ability. But at the same time, don't give it all the other nerfs that they had added to it,
Yeah. Ironhide, Venus, Gracious, Chevy. Good to see you guys. Jacob, what's up? Roop, nice to see you guys popping into the stream here. We definitely appreciate y'all coming out. Striker, what's up, buddy? But yeah, there's a time and a place for these nerfs. I do think the Nightingale maybe needed a small nerf. Maybe just the fact where he didn't grab beacons when he was in his ability.
That's what I say. Because other than that, I didn't think he was OP at all. He's squishy when he's on the ground. That's when I'm able to kill him. When they're in the air, you do very little to no damage at all if you're able to shoot them in their ability. But, when they're on the ground, that's when they're squishy. So, why any other nerfs after the fact?
I feel like the current version of that robot is just very, very balanced, except for the fact that he can grab beacons because he's in the air for so long. Now, the guy can't really do too much damage to you when it's in the air, so I don't see a problem with how long it can stay in the air or how fast it can move, as long as it's not grabbing the beacons, you know what I mean?
Yep. So I agree. What do you think about the nerf on the Scorpion, though? Do you think that's a needed nerf, or do you think that it didn't need it? It was balanced too, the way it was.
The Scorpion's, I would say, slightly overpowered, and a lot of people are complaining about it. So I think maybe it's okay. I didn't really think that it really hurt the Scorpion. You just got to be able to play it a little more carefully now. You just got to remember, you got to leave sooner, get in, attack, and get out a lot faster.
Yep.
So I would probably...
what they do, they nerfed the damage ability or the damage resistant on that by like 3 seconds or something like that, didn't they? I don't know what the specs is, but I know it's a lot less when you...
It went from like 50% down to 30%, and he has a shorter ability time now, so...
Just shorter ability time, yep.
But if you were to add maybe a couple cloaking units to him, that way if he does get shot, he's not going to take much damage. Cloaking units, armor kit, something like that. Even the Last Stand might be kind of cool to have on him now.
I run a Battleborn on my Scorpion just because, that first initial spawn in on that first bot that I phase shift in on, for the 8 or 10 seconds or whatever, I can get in there and do damage to him and get out without any damage at all because I'm damage resistant for that amount of time on that first time that I get shot.
Roop, you're having a hard time hearing the sonic weapons. I've never had a problem with that. I hear those things going boom, boom.
Oh, man, I hear them all over the place. Yeah, boom, boom,
I can hear those things
boom.
just fine, actually. Does anybody else have a problem hearing those? But yeah, they have a very distinct and interesting sound. I think two of them, I think one of them sounds a little weird. The one sounds more like shotguns. The other two sound more like speakers. I don't know. Strange sounding weapons.
And I'm gonna tell you, on those weapons there, Danny, I've noticed they've got a 2-shot to them, right? Each time it's a boom, boom, right? You'll see the waves come out. It's a wave and then a wave. The first wave is half HP damage output. I don't know if you know that or not. The second wave is the full HP damage.
I've never really paid too much attention to that.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
That's interesting. Terror Road wants them to buff the Spectre. I agree. The Spectre needs a little something too. He got hit pretty hard a while back, and he just hasn't been the same since. Maddie, what's up? How's it going? Marshawn, hey, what's going on?
Terror Road's in the house. What's up, buddy? Now the shell, Danny, I think that's a bot that's almost like a hell burner. I've heard guys say that they like it, and I've heard guys say that just got them, say they don't.
It takes some getting used to. It's a lot of fun to play, but I don't really see it becoming one of the top meta bots, honestly. I could be wrong. Maybe when they start running in packs and they all explode on you at the same time, that might be different. But just like a single player playing one by himself, it's a really cool robot. It's a lot of fun to play, but it's not that hard for the enemies to tear it down. So even the maxed out one on my BR account,
weapons,
I thought shield would be a lot harder to break than it was. So I don't know. There's a possibility
Danny, that splash weapons and rockets bypass your shields and do physical damage as well. Yeah,
flamethrowers, anything, rockets, any type of kinetic weapon will beat the crap out of a shield. Anything with splash damage will damage you through the shield, and flamethrowers will also damage you through the shield. So
through the shield, right? Welcome, Samuel. What's up, buddy? But you don't like flamethrowers that much. So
I can't aim those things, man. I can't hit.
I can't either, Danny. I put 3 of them on my Ravana, and I couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, they're so hard. Some people are excellent. Now, most people say you have to have lockdown. If you can lock somebody down, and those flamethrowers will burn someone up so quick. They're crazy powerful, but very hard to use, in my opinion. Yeah, Franco. Demeter's not really that OP, I don't think, but maybe I can see how he might become kind of OP depending on how people use him. Typhon and Shell, definitely not that OP, but they're good and they're fun. I like them a lot, but I think those are cool robots.
Everybody, don't forget to hit the like button, and if not already subscribed, please do so to help Danny support his channel.
Yeah, that would be much appreciated, guys. The more likes I get, the more YouTube likes my channel, so hit those like buttons.
Even if it's a dislike. Yeah, dislike it. It don't matter. Dislike it, like it.
If you
hate
me,
take a couple dislikes.
If you hate me, if you hate this stream, if you hate the Hawk, whatever, hit something.
Hit that damn dislike,
Hit something.
That's funny. Hey, I seen Adrian Chong like 2 days ago. He made a video with a bunch of his guys he squads with or plays with, and on his video, right, they had a bunch of bots set up. I think they were Arthurs, and he had the Demeter, right, and he ran in. No, it was the shell he had, and he ran into the middle of them. They were on that map where it's the dam on one side and the farmhouse on the other. The concrete platform and outfit. And so he ran up to them, right? And they were like 6 of them right there, 7. I don't know. They were a bunch of them all in a circle. And he ran up and they timed it. And they all hit their button at one time. And it shot him from all the way over at the dam, all the way over on the opposite side of the concrete barrier. 980-something meters it shot him.
I saw that. But the other day, the same thing happened to me. But I don't remember what robot I was in. I think my Phantom or maybe my Blitz. One of the smaller, fast ones, and a shell hit me, and it shot me all the way across the map. Very similar to what happened to Adrian. I laughed so hard the whole time I was flying across there. I was laughing my butt off. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's done it to me whenever I've spawned in on like my Scorpion on one of them, and they hit their ability, and it throws me way back, and I'm like flying like Al June with a Scorpion at the time. Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes I've flown pretty far across the map, but the other day it was crazy. It was like all the way across. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Adrian's video too. That was funny.
That was funny. I started cracking up when I seen that. I'm like, and I didn't think it was 900 something meters, but if you look, because my phone's small, I got turned sideways and it showed on Adrian's thing where he was like 900 and something meters from where the other guys were standing where they shot him from, and I'm like, holy crap. He didn't have much life left, though, I can tell you that, in that bot that he was in when that happened.
All right, it looks like Marshawn and Josh are leaving. Thanks, guys. Catch you guys later. Have a great day.
Thanks for coming by.
Shakar, thanks, buddy. I'm glad you're hitting the like button, and I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Now, what was I just going to say? I had something to tell you all, and now I have forgotten. I'm gonna blame War Machine on that. He made me forget
Damn
whatever
War
it was.
Machine. I know it.
Zuby, hey, thanks for stopping out, bud. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, I was gonna say when mine got shot across the screen though, it was more like slow motion. Mine went way up in the air, and it slowly flew across. Like Adrian's must have been doing like 900 miles per hour across the screen.
Oh yeah, it shot him on there. It wasn't 2 seconds. He was on the other side of the map.
Yeah, it was like he was like slingshotted out of there. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He didn't have much life left after that.
The Hawk nerf is going to be good for the game. Like, I remember when the shotgun nerf happened, and everybody was so upset, but the truth is, the game was so much more enjoyable to play after those shotguns got nerfed, because it wasn't just someone ran up to you and went bam bam and you were done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those things were way too powerful. So, I was pretty upset because I just built some shotguns and then the nerf came, but actually, the game didn't need that.
Yeah. Well, I don't. There's a couple bots that they did a nerf on. Didn't the Blitz get a nerf too here recently, or getting the nerf as well?
No, I don't think so. There was a rumor about that, but he didn't. As far as we know, that's just still a rumor. I don't think that was on the test server, actually.
I hope it stays a rumor, because look, I think they're balanced out pretty good, those little blitzes. You know, they ain't too OP now. They used to be when the Martin Blitz first came out, a couple months after it first came out, and everybody had them. They were unbelievable out there.
You know what? Talking about the Kid Titan being mushy, on my Battle Wreck account, that's the one owned by Pixonic, I was able to max out a Kid completely, and I haven't tried it yet, but sometime this week, maybe tomorrow, I'll make a video of maxed out Kid just to see what that thing is like. Because I've noticed every once in a while I run into a Kid that is so hard to kill, it's unbelievable. But it may not have a lot of firepower, and its ability is kind of crappy, and its weapons aren't placed in a good part for a Titan, but it does seem like its ability is good. It's got that Ring of Fire. That thing is actually excellent, but it does seem like it's pretty hard to kill. Wait, the Blitz did get a nerf?
A good. I thought it got a nerf. I could have swore I seen it on paper where something on it. They nerfed the damage resistant or a reload or something. Ability time, something they did. I could have swore I seen yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was like, damn, Blitz didn't need no nerf.
Hold on. Let me go check this out. I hope you're wrong. I know they were talking about it, but I don't remember it being on the last test server. I gotta go look at the thing.
Okay.
We'll see what it says.
I want to see if that's on there too, because I was thinking about bringing my Blitz back out for a little bit. I've got the good pilot.
Okay,
see you later, Franco.
Yeah, buddy, have a great day, and thanks for coming by. Catch you later. All right, so this is what got changed on the last test server. Shredders, Quarker, Atomizer, Nucleon, Scorpion, Nightingale, and Hawk.
Okay.
All right, that was it. So Blitz wasn't on there, guys.
So it's just a rumor, guys. Y'all hear that, right?
Now, what's going to be on the next test server, that's kind of hard to say. Maybe the Blitz will be on the next one. All right, but most of us are hoping that one stays a rumor. Blitz is just a really good little robot, but he's not, in my opinion, he doesn't need nerfed at all. I mean, he's pretty strong, but he's not unstoppable. He's definitely not unstoppable. Like, I can understand why they nerfed that pilot, the first time, but I think it's good the way it is.
Yeah, I do too. That's what I say. I'm able to kill them out there when they get up in my face. I mean, it's, I don't see where they're OP, because they used to run up in my shield, through my shield on my Fenrir, and just take me out. They'd run almost like in little circles, and I can't lock on quick enough with my Scourge and Calamities to do any serious damage to them. So now it seems like they balanced them out a little bit better.
Wait a second. What are you guys saying? Someone just said the Blitz was nerfed on the update we just got. Okay, if he got nerfed,
because it would have showed. Yeah, but Danny, it would have been on that list for the test server there, wouldn't it?
Not
Or even the
always,
one
but
prior?
usually. All right, if it got nerfed, what got nerfed on the Blitz, guys? Let us know. There's a couple people here that seem to think it definitely got nerfed. Venus says the pilot. Let me go look at my Blitz and see if I can tell if anything's changed on him.
Yeah.
As far as the update, all it said was some game fixes and stuff to make some bug fixes, some technical things to make the game run better. It didn't say anything about nerfs on there, though. Usually if there was a nerf, it would have been listed on the update.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's my
Abdel,
Blitz.
Did the update come out? Yes, it did come out, buddy. All you gotta do is go over to Google Play and hit the update on it. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it was on
I'm sorry,
Android. It was on Android yesterday. The world 100.
Yeah, I agree, Squouty. Gaming, it doesn't need a nerf. I think it's well balanced. The Blitz, I don't think it got a nerf. I heard and I've seen something where it got a nerf, but I don't think it did. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling on. I don't think it did get a nerf.
All right, so Clive Vicious has 100 defense points, which is still 50% damage resistance. And the Blitz himself, I don't see. Mine at level 12 has 183,000 health.
Yeah.
I don't really. If something changed, I don't see it, guys. I don't see it.
Yeah. It's got to be just a rumor, guys.
I hope it
rumors
is.
Get started all the time on War Robots, and and you don't believe nothing that you hear unless you see it on paper or it came out on the update and it shows on the update what the changes are.
Jock, the pilot got nerfed down to 50% a while ago. Originally, the Clive Vicious pilot had, what, 90? Wait a second. Clive Vicious has 50% damage resistance. That's what it was on the last nerf when it got nerfed the first time, right? I'm trying to remember now. I hope my memory's not wrong. A long time ago, when it first came out, it was 90, and then a few months back, it got nerfed down to 50. But I don't think it's been changed again. I don't think there's a recent nerf on it, guys. It did get nerfed once. Not the Blitz itself, but the Clive Vicious pilot. I don't think anything's been changed since then, though. At least not that I can tell. Alright, so let's move on to something else. So what do you want to talk about, War Machine? You got anything good?
Yeah, alright, I just want to tell everybody, if you're having a lot of lag issues, okay, and this is something that I'm switching to Wi-Fi. I just got Wi-Fi hooked up. I just got a gaming device that I'm having sent to me and everything. Everybody is good to blame Pixonic, for 100% of the lag issues. And yes, I'm going to say probably 60% or 50% of lag issues is in-game related with servers or whatnot. But also, you got to have good internet connection. Your device, if you got an older, out-of-date device, an old Moto phone that's 3 years old, 4 years old, and you get all this lag and everything, but every day you want to blame Pixonic. It's not always Pixonic. It's some of Pixonic, but it's also some of your device too. That's why I just spent the big money to get me a phone, spent the money to get home Wi-Fi and everything, because I realize where some of the issues are, and I'm going to fix what I can on my end, but if I still got lag and stuff after the fact, it's on Pixonic, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a part them and part other people. Sometimes, though, sometimes the lag is not even you. Sometimes it's the other player who's playing on their crappy device with their crappy internet, and they're lagging, so you're seeing them lag.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, there's a lot of that kind of junk going on as well.
Yep.
Marshawn, I kind of set my Discord back to private just because there were a lot of people coming in, and a lot of people started we're just getting a lot of trolls, and it's just the Discord's a lot of headaches sometimes. So I don't know if I'm gonna put it back out to the public or not, but just too many people coming in and causing too many issues, unfortunately.
Yep. So what happens, like you said, it takes a couple bad apples to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah,
hey,
unfortunately.
Yep.
And then some of them somehow they get banned or kicked because they were being terrible, and next thing you know they make an account just so they can come back in and cause more trouble, and then they get banned, and then they make another account, so they just keep doing it over and over, and it's pretty rotten sometimes, unfortunately.
Yeah, guys, and this ain't Danny's only channel. He has his race car channel too, so it's real monotony if all day he's got these other YouTubers and stuff that are coming in there, and they're so entitled. They think that they remind me of those birds on Finding Nemo. Mine, because they're like, hey Danny, help me with this. They'll blow him up with a million questions in one day. Or over in his general text in his Discord, they'll write out a sentence, but it'll be put in 15 sentences. They'll have one word, then 2 words, then 1 word, then 1 word, and I'm over in War Robots, and every 2 seconds I've got a notification popping down, and it'll say what, and then the next one will be up and then the next one will be 1. And I'm like, so I go over there and I'm like, hey man, quit spamming the chat, bro. Come on. Like, I go to hit my special button, on whatever bot I do, and I end up hitting that drop down notification. Next thing you know, I'm out of game and in the Discord that fast.
Between both of my channels, I'm currently live streaming 5 days a week. I got usually between 500 and 1,500 comments a day that I have to go through just on the YouTube channels. I got 3 or 4 chat rooms that I have to be on. I run a clan on both games. I mean, it's like an all day long and just busy. Like, it's amazing how much time stuff like that can take up, honestly.
Yeah, Danny, it ain't like you don't want to hit everybody back that has questions or needs help with their YouTube channel, or their loadouts or whatever questions that may arise or whatever. You'd like to hit them all up and get back with all of them, but it's just not feasible. And that's what I try to tell these guys when they try to hit you up and then they send me spams, hey, tell Danny to hit me up now. I'm like, first off, I ain't Danny's keeper. We're just really good friends. Second off, Danny's a busy, he's busy, bro. If you send him a text, he'll get back with you when he reads it, or whatnot. But, I try to keep it, Danny would like to get up with all of his subs and talk to them and notify them back.
Oh, man,
it's not feasible.
I wish I could, really. Like, I love getting on there and answering everybody's comments and stuff, but I gotta mainly keep it all on one place, which unfortunately just needs to be YouTube, I guess. So, but yeah, man,
welcome, Adrian Chong.
YouTube is so much fun, though. YouTube is so much fun. Like, I love doing it, honestly. I mean, the live streams are great. Getting on and interacting with everybody's great. It's just a good time overall. But there's just not enough time in the day to do everything, unfortunately.
There's not. Yeah, and like I said, you get up in the morning, and early in the morning too, I might add, and you start putting up videos, one for War Robots, then you put up one for CSSR2, and then and then if you have a live stream, then you got to go into the live stream a couple hours later. So, and then as soon as you get out of that, you answer questions. You're over in your Discord, so that takes up 5 hours of your day right there.
What's up, Adrian, buddy? Yeah, I think we're a little off topic for a little while, so let's try and get back onto some game stuff again. Oh, let's see. What else did we need to talk about today? So we've covered most of the changes and the new robot and... Alright, so Shell, guys. Let's get back to the Shell for a little bit. Those of you guys who have got to play the Shell, what are your favorite weapons to put on there? So far, you may be surprised, but so far I'm loving the Redeemer with the 2 Magnums. I don't know why, but I just seem to be doing better with that than any other setup. Now, Adrian says Devastator. Adrian says Devastator Scatter, and that's my second favorite setup. The only reason I like the Magnum Redeemer a little bit better is you have a little more range, so you don't have to get quite as close. Oh, somebody's saying Ember Blaze. That's a pretty interesting setup on that thing. I haven't tried that yet. Somebody was saying, hey, try Vipers and Stings, and that sounds really interesting, but unfortunately I don't have any Stings that I can use on either of my accounts, or I would definitely give that a try and see what it was like, because that sounds cool. Yep, always on the move, Amphibious. Yeah, the sonic weapons are awesome, guys. Those things do well on just about anything. As long as you're comfortable getting up close to the enemies, they beat the crap out of everything. They're awesome weapons, but they're just a little harder to use. Hey, Farhan, yeah. What's up? Mason, good to see you guys.
You know, talk about those Magnums, though, Daniel. Magnums are relentless. I've always loved Magnums. I don't know why they ain't out on the field more often, because, man, them things are just relentless. Even when you load out, you know, when you empty out, they still pop, 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 pop.
Well, the Magnums never stop shooting. Like, they're always a constant.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're relentless, yeah. So they're a really good weapon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, Adrian. The Gust and Storms need a little bit of something. Like, they could use a few more shots, or maybe not quite as long of a reload time once they're out. That's all they really need. I think the amount of damage and stuff they do is good, but they just run out of shots a little too quickly. Oh,
yeah,
Terror
I
Road.
also agree with Adrian Chong. Also mentioned the Orkans too. Yeah, bring them back. Give them a little buff, you know, where they don't take as long to reload, and you know, add a little splash damage, just you know, a little bit to them, because I think they kind of nerfed that splash damage too much on the Orkans a little bit, and let them come back out there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, surprisingly though, those Orkans, if maxed out, are still pretty strong. Like, I was amazed, but the other day, I think it was, I can't remember if it was a Spectre, something with 4 Orkans destroyed my Falcon before, full health Falcon was dead before I even knew what happened, so Orkans can still be pretty amazing, but you almost gotta have them maxed out nowadays for them to be good though, so.
John Wick said Spectre shock trains. No, I don't want to see shock trains come back in the game, man. You always have that one Rambo First Blood Part 17 3/4. If you're in a tunnel and he sticks his head out, everybody has to pay. You know, because he gets hit by a shock train and it hits you and it hits your buddy behind. Hey, I wasn't the one sticking my head out in the open. Why should I get hit?
Oh, there's a bug with shock trains? I haven't really noticed it. I've never actually played shock trains except for on some skirmishes before.
Yeah, I used to have a Haiti set up with shock trains on it and Spectre.
I remember when they first came out, I hated them so much. I'd be standing there in the back and I'm like, what the hell just hit me? And I'm like, oh,
especially on that night moon
dang
map.
shock train.
Man. Shoot. Yeah, I don't want to see them come back, honestly. That's one thing that, yeah.
Damn it, oh, Leech, what's up? Ash Day, how's it going? Good to see you guys. Yeah, I never liked the shock trains too much, but I did like, there used to be one skirmish, guys. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but everybody had giant ECUs and shock trains, I think. That was such a fun skirmish. I think it was like one shot kills or something, but once you broke
well, they used to do the skirmish where you was a little bitty miniature sucker too.
I remember those, yeah. Every once in a while they come out with a really fun skirmish. I still remember the Christmas trees that threw the snowballs. That was cool.
Yeah,
the rubber duckies. The rubber ducks. Do you guys remember the ducks? That was cool. The hovers that were
ducks, Danny.
Really? It was around Easter time, I think. They were actual ducks. Like, the robots were turned into rubber ducks. It was great. Leech is asking if the shell is good. I think the shell is really fun to play. I don't really see him being OP or too overpowered right now, but He's actually a really cool robot. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but if you get a shell and you get the hang of it, he's a great robot to play and very enjoyable.
I agree,
the jokes
but
were cool.
That he's one of them bots, Danny, that you just got to have. Once you get him, you got to upgrade him. You know what I mean? The higher upgrade he is, the better he's going to do for you out there, you know?
Boy, I got a level 12 one on my account, and the one on the Pixonic owned account's level, 12 Mark II, and
yeah,
I don't know, like the level 12 Mark II one's definitely a lot better, but either way, like once you get a shell to around level 12, it does pretty nice in Champion League. Then if you can upgrade it more, even better.
Yeah.
I do run 3 fortifiers on mine though to boost its shield up. Plus, I got the shield skills on the pilot. I kind of think it needs those though. I think it needs the pilot skills and the fortifiers. That makes a big difference on there. But if I take the fortifiers off, I feel his shield gets destroyed pretty quickly.
That's what I say. Them fortifiers would keep you in the fight a lot longer.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. I love fortifiers. I think mine are only level 1 that I'm using though, too. So if I leveled up my fortifiers on my account, he'd probably be even better. So I might start working on that. I don't know. I got a couple fortifiers that are leveled up and a few that are not.
Yeah, Punishers do more damage to physical shields, Adrian. Also, the any weapons, the rocket weapons, any weapons with splash damage, does serious damage to the physical damage on any bot with shields.
Yeah, rockets
I think that's what I'm gonna do, Danny. I'm gonna
flamethrowers.
take some of my Scourge and Calamities and Sparks out of my setup the next couple weeks. I think I'm gonna switch over to the no relay my atomizer deals. I got plenty of them. You know, why not? And I think I'm gonna switch over to. I think I'm gonna start building some shredders and pulsars probably.
Pulsars are pretty sweet. I like the pulsars a lot. But they are coming out with that new weapon that's going to be a light version of the pulsar. So that's going to be really cool. I mean, that's going to match up with the pulsar way better than the shredders, I think. Because the range is going to match. I think the damage will be a little bit more on par between the two.
Yeah.
I was playing the Hades with the new, I think it's called like Magnetor. Maybe, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I think it's called the Magnetor. But it's the light version of the pulsar. But I was playing Ares with those and pulsars. Oh, he was tearing people up. It was crazy.
Yeah. I've got 3 or 4 pulsars. I just never really spent any time to upgrade them. Because with my lag, Danny, it's like, that's why I don't use flamethrowers or shotguns. Because, like, 1 out of every 4 bullets registers. When I run up on them with shotguns, I pop, 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 pop. Only 1 of my pops out of those 5, I'll get a hit marker. So that's why I really don't use them, because I either aim in front of them or behind them and I'm not hitting them. Seem like with my lag. So now I'm gonna be getting my gaming phone tomorrow and I got home Wi-Fi. Hopefully all that'll change for me. Then I can start using them weapons again.
Mason, he said he would love to see a heavy version of the shredders or pulsars or whatever. I think it would be great if they had a heavy, medium, and a light of everything. There's quite a few weapons There's quite a few weapons where I'm like, man, I wish this had a matching counterpart, but it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, we still need a light version of Wasp now, too.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we do need a light version of Wasp.
And I think we need a light and a medium version of not Punishers. Vipers.
Yeah. Yeah,
I kind of wish we had, instead of Magnums, I wish we could get an actual light version of the Tyrans as well. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love matching weapons. It's kind of weird when stuff doesn't match exactly, but I mean, you got to use what you got. Whatever you got can work,
Oh, mine, I pair everything. I'm just OCD like that. I don't know. I got a tick like that. Like, I won't even run it unless I've got a full pair of everything, and it's got to be like the same level of that it's on opposite side. I'm just weird like that. Adrian Chong, if they come out with a new set of Titans in the future, can I put a name out for the type of Titans that they could be? Could we call them like the the Anunnaki. You know, the Anunnaki set of Titans. You know, I have like 2 or 3 of them. That's the Anunnaki series. That'd be pretty cool.
It could just be like a big Titan UFO, and the guy just flies around in his UFO and zaps people with his death ray.
Why not? That new bot out there looks like a vacuum cleaner on crack.
Jock, you don't like the drones? I kind of wish they would do something a little different with the drone chips. They do say there's new drone chips that are going to be coming out, though, so I don't know. We might get some interesting stuff on the drones here pretty soon. There's really only a couple chips that I like.
Yep. Same with me, too. But, guys, if y'all want to get drones, this new operation's got the iDrone on it. You know, that right there in itself is worth the operations.
Yeah, it's mainly got the triangle slots, so you can put a whole bunch of modules on that to do crazy damage, guys.
Yeah.
But I've mainly got just the blue chips. All right, I guess that's what, tier 2?
Tier 2, yeah.
Yeah, most all my drones have only tier 2 chips. They work all right. I mean, I would love to have tier 3 and tier 4 chips, but the tier 2s will do.
Chips. Yeah, I've been getting the tier 3s out of the 200 event chest. I mean, left and right, and then out of the 1,000 coin chest. I've been getting them out of there. And then I bought one the other day for $10, $9.99 in store, 50% off. I got the purple defensive point ones where it gives you 70% defense points.
70%?
Yeah, 70%. I screenshotted that and sent to a couple of my clan members because they couldn't believe it. It says 70% defensive points.
Are you sure it was percent?
It doesn't say like when it kicks in. Yeah, it says 70 and then the circle with the forward slash and the circle. Yeah, yep.
Send me a screenshot. Mitigation. I haven't seen those. Send me a screenshot of those later.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I got that one in the store for $10. It was on sale. I couldn't pass it up.
I didn't think they had a percentage like that. I thought they just had like 70 defense points or something. But if that's a percentage, that's actually really good.
I'll send it to you right now, Danny. Let me log into War Robots and I'll screenshot it. Yeah. So I couldn't believe it either. That's why I say $10. I said, shoot, I got to get that.
Jock, I think a lot of people don't really like the drones, honestly. I didn't really love them at first, but I've kind of gotten used to them, so they don't really bother me anymore. But I was anti-drone for a while, but I don't know. Now that they don't cost power cells to deploy, I don't really mind them so much.
They do give you an advantage out there. If you got them, and if you're the guy that don't have them, and you're the guy on the opposite side you're fighting that does have them, and he's running suppressed drones and freeze drones and lockdown drones, he's going to have that edge up on you.
Yeah, that is true. But even some basic drone chips can be a big help to your robots, so I kind of see it as a good thing for the most part. I think it's kind of crazy, though, that they're giving out drones that have so many of those triangle slots where you can add like 700 of those modulative intensifiers on there and do like 9 million% more damage. I kind of wish the slots would be more random where they didn't have quite so many of the same one, though. That's when people really start to take advantage of those drones and do crazy stuff with them. But the modulative intensifiers are insane.
Well, I got a glider drone that's got like 90% of them circle chips on it, you know.
T-Leo, that would be pretty sweet. Alright, so Adrian says he likes the drones better than he likes the pilots. Interesting.
I agree. They give you that much of an edge up. Because I'm running purple chips on there with suppression and lockdown and freezer. And it's working. I mean, the guy run out on me and I'll suppress him and lock him down with my... It don't always work. It's a percentage. But I'm able to suppress him, lock him down, do a little damaging if anything, get behind cover.
Jock, they do have some chips that heal your bots, bud. They do have some healing chips for your drones. Those are actually really good. I got my tank set up with some healing chips. Once he gets down to like 50% or... No, once he takes 100,000 damage over a short amount of time, he heals like crazy and he gets a lot of health back. That's actually a huge help. I like those healing chips a lot. But they seem to really work best on the tanks when you're in a team fight.
I don't have any healing chips. That's kind of odd on that.
I think those are the diamond shaped chips.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some, but I don't think any of them's healing.
Yeah, some of those I like a lot, actually. I can't remember which ones they were called, but there's some really good healing chips. Let me go look real quick at the ones that I like. Let me go over to my account and see what those are.
All right, Danny, I just sent you that screenshot over into your Discord messenger.
All right, I'll look at that in just a second. So my favorite microchips seem to be the reoccurrent crashing renovators. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
After you lose 100,000, after you take 100,000 damage in 3 seconds, so you have to take a lot of damage really fast. That's why I say I like them on the tanks. But one of those will give you 25% of your health back, and if you install a few of them, that's a huge amount of healing. I actually have a few of those in purple. Those are the only purple ones that I actually have. But I love those chips. There's another one I like a lot, which is the reoccurrent in trouble repairer. So if you take 70,000 damage in 5 seconds with those chips, then you get a portion of your health back as well. And if you have a bunch of them, they actually stack.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to take a lot of damage really fast before they kick in.
Yeah.
So they don't always kick in, unfortunately. Sometimes, if you're taking damage over a slow period of time, the chips don't work. So you got to take big damage quick.
Yep.
All right, let's go check out the screenshot. I want to see what you got here. Oh man, I opened the wrong app. I opened Line. Crap. I got too many things going on here.
Yeah, 70 defense mitigation, and it said it worked all the time.
Oh, mitigation. Okay.
Yeah, mitigation. Yep.
So that makes your drone's weapons go through 70% of the enemy's defense points.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, ain't it?
That's a lot of defense mitigation, actually. That's pretty good.
That was worth $10. Yeah, that's what I say. When I seen that in the store, I said, well, I got to get that.
Yeah, Adrian knows how the drones work really well. Adrian's very good with the drones.
The one that I just sent him, Adrian Chong, was the purple chip, the T3.
Yeah, he's got the tier 3 defense mitigators. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
70% defense mitigation for your drone's weapons there. Yeah, those are pretty cool chips. Well, honestly, though, I mean, the drones are kind of cool in their own way. I didn't like them at first, but they've definitely grown on me.
Yeah, Adrian Chong just said he survived in his Ravana against some of the top clans out there for 5 minutes with the healing chips and defense and healing chips.
Yeah, I mean, I put one of those on my Fenrir with the Bernadette Wolf. It can be crazy for those guys to take down thanks to the healing chips. Zuby, you can't figure out how to deploy your drone? Like, it just won't work? I mean, you've installed it in your drone hangar and you still can't use it? Is that what you're saying? I'm a little unsure of what you have going on there. The Sharpshooter is a cool drone. I like them, actually.
Yeah, I got one.
But you got to put the Sharpshooter... I can't talk today. you got to take it out of your storage and put it into the actual drone hangar if it's not already there. And, you know, you can only deploy it once per battle. One drone per battle. Yeah, Adrian, you can post links. You're all good.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
Yeah.
I always tell any of the guys who have the moderator tag here, feel free to post links to whatever you want. Just don't spam them or whatever, you know? Of course, I know you're not going to spam links, but... yeah, we don't care if you post a couple links.
Yeah. Now, if it was
Post
Manny,
away.
we might say something. No, I'm just playing.
Post away, post away.
Tara Rose says, I don't have a clue on drones. Well, you know, I heard Ghost Bomb Dad was saying that too, that he didn't have, you know, no inclination on drones. And these YouTubers, like Danny's made drone videos, Adrian Chong's made them, Justice has made them, AD Gaming, all of them. And they're self-explanatory and they're on the chips and the drones. I watch them all, so I know. But some of these guys, yeah, it could be overwhelming, I'm sure.
There's only one thing I don't like about the majority of drone chips is they're so situational. I would like more chips that worked like more often or all the time. You know what I mean?
Well, that's all. You seen that one I just gave you? Said permanent. That's all
Yeah,
the ones
yeah.
I try to get. If I'm going to get them and use them, is the ones that's permanent. That's the best ones in my opinion.
Oh man, I haven't tried those on Ravena yet. I gotta try that, Adrian. That's a good idea. But yeah, I got one drone set up all with healing stuff, so I'm gonna try that on Ravena. That would probably be perfect for him. That would probably bring him like just from death to kicking some more butt again.
Yeah, because Ravana's a good bot. He's tough. He ain't as good on capping beacons and stuff as he was, because while he's in his ability, he can't cap beacons anymore. So that's really the main thing that kind of hurt him out there.
Yeah, Jock, when you get a chance, check out his videos so you can actually see that they are working. But that's the one thing, is certain chips, though, only work at certain times, and
Yeah.
they're very situational. You got to do certain things to activate those chips.
Yeah.
So if your chips aren't being activated, then they don't work. You might just be having a problem where you're not able to make your chips activate. Now, if you had like a really squishy robot that only had like 100,000 health and you put one of those drone chips on there, you're probably not, the healing chips, you're probably not going to notice it on one of those too much, because
Yeah.
more than likely that's going to die before the chips kick in. But
trust
on a
me,
robot,
they do work.
on a robot that's got a lot of health, you know, something with like 200 to 300,000 plus health, that's when those healing chips often really come in, and they do a great job. I need to get more of the defense chips that give out defense points. Well, I'm thinking about trying to switch all of my drones over to healing and defense point chips. Right
That's the
now, I
best thing
pretty
to do.
much.
Well, that and suppression is a good one to add on there too.
The only thing is, the majority of the weapons don't accumulate too well anymore with those chips.
Yeah.
So it takes forever to lock or suppress somebody, unless you're using like pulsars, shredders, or the freeze rockets. I think those still get people pretty good with the effect chips, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, chips are a little weird. I think a lot of people don't understand them too well. In some ways, I mean, I got a pretty good grasp on them, but I think I could learn how to build a better drone. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. Like, I know what all the chips do, and I understand what most of them are, but I think maybe I'm just not that good of picking out the right combinations to put together to use on my drones.
Well, that's why you just got to trial and error with it. Like, if you've got a tank bot, you want to run something that gives you defensive points and your, you know, health ability and all that stuff, and you want to run something that's going to give you extra HP out there or whatnot. But You know, if you're a fast bot, then you want to run chips that, you know, that is required for like a fast bot or a phase bot. You know, it's just. But like Adrian was just in there saying, some of those chips, in order to run some chips, it depends on what mods you're running on that bot from the activate or be activated. So you may put these chips on your drone, and if it's required to activate, you know, on whatever mod that you have has to be activated. Well, then if you don't have that mod, it's not gonna. You just got a chip on there that's just wasting a spot. Chip spot.
Modules can definitely make or break some microchips too. Now the one microchip that works for what is it? There's one microchip that works against like I can't remember which one it is, but it works when you get like frozen, lockdown, or it works with anti-control as well. I've lost my train of thought here. I know what I'm trying to say, but I can't think of the proper words.
It's like that anti-module intensifier chip or something like that. I know what you're talking about. I read it on there too, where it counters, like if someone freezes you, it's like basically a freeze counter chip. Or
it says
the suppressor counter. Yeah.
If you're immune to lockdown, if you're immune to suppression. All right, if the crap man, why can't I say this right today? Okay, so if you get suppressed or locked down, and the anti-control kicks in,
yeah,
those chips work when the anti-control kicks in, and they also work. Let's just say you get locked down and your lockdown is over, you're gonna be immune to lockdown for a few seconds. So. They work with anti-control and after you're immune from the lockdown effect as well. There we go.
Right.
Hopefully that made sense, guys.
Right, you just said it though, Danny. It works with control. You know what I'm saying? That's some of them chips. Y'all guys got to read them in detail. And if you ain't sure, go to YouTube and type module, and it'll come up with a YouTuber that's running that module and showing you kind of what it does and self-explain it. You know. But now, it'll say in there in detail.
Now, like the modulative intensifiers, you don't want to run those with something like phase shift because after you activate that, you have a few seconds where your weapons are going to do a bunch of extra damage. But if you're in phase shift for the majority of it, you just wasted all of that. You know what I mean? You got to use those with an ability that doesn't make so you can't shoot your weapons. So. The drones are very situational, and some of them are very picky. I mean, there's one drone that only works with the Battleborn module. Yeah. So you actually have to have Battleborn modules for that one drone chip to work. Not a drone, but the chips.
The chip, yeah. Yep, that's what I'm trying to tell these guys. That just because you get the drones and the chips, don't mean that the chips are going to work on them drones. You got to read in detail what mods or how it activates or deactivates, you know, what makes it operate, and that's you got to do accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally see how a lot of people might be confused on some of these chips because there is kind of a lot to it, and there's a lot going on there, and a lot of them are very specific as to what you can do and can't do with them to get them to work. So I was expecting the whole thing to be a little more simplified than it is, honestly.
It's a little overwhelming. I mean, it's they need to come up with like a recipe. You know what I'm saying, on these combos of different drones with different chips for different bots and use. You know what I'm saying? Somehow come up with just a little recipe to show you this this chip. You know what I mean? On this drone only activates with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it has that going across that, people can look at that, and when they go to set up their drones and their chips for their bot, they can go in there and use that and say, oh, well, I ain't got that, so I don't need to run that chip on there.
I just can't wait till one day I get the War Robots cookbook in the mail.
Oh man, tell me about it.
It'll have drone recipes, it'll tell us how to cook up a great...
See, that ain't going to do you no good, Danny, because on the next update, that damn cookbook will be totally different.
Then they'll just send us a new cookbook.
Send us a new one, yeah, right. We're going to nerf the cookbook that just came out last month. There's a new edition, guys.
I mean, I'm ready to make a reconstructive repairer Parmesan over here if I got the right cookbook. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it would have to be in the form of PDF file. That's what I was talking about, Adrian. If they would come up with a drone and chip combo recipe chart, you know, it would say like the chip for that drone that you're running on that drone with, you know, it ain't even got to say the bot, but you got to have this mod active for this for this to work. If they had something like that, it would even help me out, because I don't know if I'm running a couple of my chips in there that's not activating because I don't have said mod really on the bot.
All I know is my souffle came out a little bit flat because I didn't quite add the right chips into it, you know?
Yeah. That's a good analogy, Danny. You talking about your souffle's flat. I like that.
My crap sandwich didn't turn out so good this time.
Oh man, it's soggy, huh?
Yeah. Oh man.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I think the chips and the drones are actually pretty cool and a very cool idea. Just
yeah. Well, Danny, are you able to answer that question I asked you yesterday about that home Wi-Fi thing? That it's that box that, you know, like my wife's going to be out there streaming with our Fire Stick stuff in the living room.
Well, you're talking about the router, right?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi router. Yeah, they've got the gaming one on BH Photo. It's $100 at Walmart, but they're selling it there for like $30.
And it's made by ASUS?
ASUS, yeah. It's got black one with the 4 antennas on it. Yep.
Send me a link to that thing. I want to see it. Usually those are like $200 and some for the good gaming ASUS routers.
Yeah.
Send me a link to that, buddy. I'll have to look at it.
Okay, I will. It said $99 marked down is what they have it on their deal right now. So
you sure it wasn't like
getting it?
You sure it wasn't like an Acer instead of an ASUS or something?
No, it was ASUS ASUS.
Interesting. Was it black and red?
No, it was just all black.
All right, yeah. Let me look at it.
It's kind of flat, square at the bottom, but it comes down kind of as a point on the front side, and it's got the antennas in the back and stuff. I looked it up on Walmart, that same one, and it was $100 at Walmart.
The ASUS AC1900 is just an amazing router. That's what I would get. But let me see what you're talking about here. Maybe this will be a better deal or something. But yeah, send me a link later. I'll check it out.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was saying. I knew Adrian was in here too, and I didn't know what he thought about them gaming routers, but I think I'm gonna need one, because if I'm gonna be doing the streaming with both my channels coming up, right? My wife's out there streaming on the TV with Hulu or Netflix or whatever through Fire Stick.
Oh.
I don't want to be in here trying to stream and keep getting booted off or have that extra lag or whatever.
Yeah. Hold on. Adrian, I got a question for you. I know some of those drone chips for the healing actually say they heal shields. Is that right? Do they actually heal your shields? I have to look that up again, but I'm almost positive the one said it heals shields. Now that would be sweet.
Was it say like shield intensifier or something, Danny?
No, it's just one of those regular healing chips, but it actually mentions shields on the description. I think. Hopefully I didn't read this wrong.
Yeah, Adrian said he don't even know about that.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on a second. Which one was it?
Hey, Adrian, buddy, I'm going to be starting a couple YouTube channels here, pretty soon. I got a gaming phone that's coming in. I'd be blessed, man, if you'd stop in every once in a while and say hey to War Machine, buddy.
Yeah, War Machine is going to start a YouTube channel, guys, so he'll probably bring out some pretty cool content. All right, the reoccurrent, okay, the triangle or the diamond-shaped chips. The reoccurrent crashing renovator. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, so I have a hard time reading. The recurrent crashing renovator. It says the drone's functions affect the robot, its weapons, and its shields. Then it says etc.
Huh.
So this one repairs 25% durability if you've taken over 100,000 damage in 3 seconds. So what I'm wondering, if your shield takes that much damage, is it going to repair your shield? I mean, that might make Shell amazing if you could get all those pilot skills for the shield and stuff.
Well, that'll
plus
give him a
some
little
of these.
fight against them Hawks out there, if you think about it.
All right, Jock, have a great day, bud. Catch you later.
Yeah, buddy. Good
But
to
if
see
that
you.
actually
Thank you.
repairs shields, that would be nuts. I don't know if it does or not, but it sure sounds like it does. I just caught that the other day.
Well, how you just read it, Danny, you would think, because it says and shields.
But does your robot have to take the damage in order for your shield to be repaired, or does your shield take the damage? You know what I mean?
See, that's what I'm confused of too. They should specify that in there, because unless you don't know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe Adrian can remember that, jot it down or something, and send a email or something to Pixonic and ask them that on that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to... You know what? I've had some really crazy runs with my Shell where it seemed like his shield was way more durable than others.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling I had that drone with like 3 or 4 of those chips installed on him when I had those crazy runs. That might have been what did it.
You probably did, Danny. That's what I say. These people don't realize that just a minute thing with them chips on them drones. If you're not running any chips and you ain't running any drones out there, and you go up against me, and I'm running my drones with my purple chips, I'm going to have an advantage against you out there, because it's going to be benefiting my bot at the same time suppressing and locking you down.
That is true. I need to get more purple chips, I'll tell you that. I don't have very many purples at all. And most of the ones I have that I could combine into other chips, I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, I got a whole crap load of those ones that work with the Battleborn modules, but I don't even have... I think I have like one Battleborn and I never use it.
I've got
most
3
of the
Battleborns.
Most of the ones that I could combine are the ones that I don't actually like. Most of the good chips, I don't have too many of, unfortunately.
Well, you know what I run my Battleborns on, Danny? My 2 Scorpions, because you got that Battleborn on there, and as soon as you phase shift on that first person, you're going to get shot. He's going to shoot you, but his buddy behind him off to the side or whatever, you're going to take a couple shots. Well, for the first so many seconds that you are in battle, that Battleborn kicks in, it's only good for that one time.
Yep.
But it lets me get in there and pound on that person, especially if I see a Hawk go up at the beginning of the game and I drop my Scorpion first. I wait for that Hawk to go down, and he's mine, because I'll Battleborn the crap out of him and get out of there. And if he's got last stand, he'll survive through my one phase shifting on him. If he ain't got last stand, I got him.
Catch you later, Adrian. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, see you, buddy. Thank you.
Now, I'll tell you what's really cool is if you have 3 maxed out Battleborns, you put them on like a Phantom, and you do some beacon capping with that. That's crazy. I mean, that's a buttload of hit points when you're trying to grab that first center beacon. I mean, that Phantom with those things is so hard to take out. Yeah. So anybody who's running a beacon runner, those Battleborn chips are so worth having.
Run one on a Ravana. That way, you know, if you drop him in there and you're trying to hit that center beacon, everybody always fights for the center beacon on these maps.
Yeah, or even your beacon defender.
Right, you can run in there, especially if somebody runs in there with you, turn the beacon faster to more people. But if 1 or 2 of y'all run up in there, and for that 8 seconds or whatever that you're immune to all damage, 100% immune during that Battleborn until it ends, that'll let you cap that center beacon.
I don't think you can be 100%. It does have something like that in there, but
it's something like that. But
okay, so Battleborn.
Elite wants to say on the.
Elite wants to know what Battleborn does. So Battleborn is pretty interesting, okay? The very first time you get shot, the Battleborn activates. And it gives you a whole bunch of defense points for a limited amount of time, but it only works once per battle. Let me go look mine up really quick. Let's see what it is. Mine are only level 1, though, on this account. A level 1 Battleborn gives you 25 defense points. I don't know what a maxed out one gives you. But if you had three Battleborns, you would get, what, 75 defense points. I mean, that's probably like 40% damage resistance right there for 3 level 1s.
Yeah, and you can stack them just like fortifiers too.
And it lasts for 20 seconds. That's actually a long time.
I could swear mine lasts for 8 or 10 seconds at the level I've got mine at on my Scorpion. The first, when I first phase shift in on them.
Excuse me, guys. The 20 seconds is the cooldown. I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. They last for, how long do they last for? Oh, no. It is 20 seconds. It is 20 seconds.
But it's only for that active for that one time in the game. Once you take one bullet, that's when the time starts. So if you're gonna phase shift with a Scorpion or run in there with a Phantom or anything, you might as well make the best of it. There ain't no sense in just getting hit with one bullet and going behind cover and letting your Battleborn run out. Because for 20 seconds after you take that first bullet, that's when it kicks in. Now I wouldn't put those on a tank or something like that. Like if you're Fenrir, because you guys know how the damage points or the defense points scale, right? Like 100 defense points is 50% damage resistance. Like 200 defense points is only like maybe 60%. All right, 90. You have to get 900 defense points to get 90% damage resistance. I don't know the exact numbers on what 600 is, but it would scale up a little bit. I'm just giving you a quick example. I mean, 50%. 100 defense points is definitely 50%, and 900 is definitely 90%. But I don't have the actual scale in front of me to tell you what, like. On it, right. Well, wouldn't that be on that Fantago or Fago site or whatever, where you can go in there and they get the yeah, it's on there. Updated thing from there. Fandom. Them numbers should be on there. The Wikipedia fandom site probably has that on there somewhere. Yeah, that would be on there. Hey, Trooper, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, the Blitz pilot. The Blitz pilot gives you 100, which is 50% damage resistance on the Blitz pilot.
Right. Elite Phantom just said that right when you said that, and he said it in chat right when you said that on in voice, Danny. He said, "Please check the Blitz pilot. I think it gives 100." Well, see, that's what I say. Certain bots, it benefits you to run certain mods, certain chips, and certain drones. So you got to kind of everything has to work together. If you've got 2 or 3 chips on that one drone, and they're not ever going to activate because you don't have the proper mods for that pilot or for that bot, it's not going to activate. So why even have them on there? You're better off having a stock chip on there of 5% defensive points or something.
The Clive Vicious pilot is awesome for Blitz. I wouldn't want to run Blitz without him, honestly. I don't like the shield on Blitz, but that Clive Vicious pilot makes him a little beast. Now
Danny, I took my Blitz out of there until I got to Clive Vicious and I stuck him back in.
I never wanted to play Blitz at all until Clive Vicious came out. And I was like, finally, I'm going to get to use a Blitz. Yeah. But yeah, that thing's awesome. It used to give you 90%, but now it's only 50.
50%, yeah. They did that whenever that got the nerf the same time the Ravana and Al June got hit, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I have bad memory for stuff like that.
I think that was on that same update on all that on them when them nerfs came out. But yeah, I mean it didn't kill the Blitz. Just like the Ravana, the nerf on that didn't kill the Ravana. I was running my Ravana all last week, had it in my hangar, and was doing good with it. With running my Mark II Scourges, was doing great with him.
ARF Trooper. That depends on how much do you want lockdown, okay? If locking down people is very important to you, you might want to look at the Shredders. If dealing more damage and not locking people down is more important, go with the Quarkers. Now, the thing with the Shredders is, if you lock somebody down with the Hades, you're more likely to be able to hit them with your ability. Mm-hmm. But overall, I kind of like the Nucleon and Quarker better. But just remember, those Shredders are up on the test server for a nerf right now, to where they're going to do less damage. They're not going to lock people down as fast, and they're adding 2 seconds onto the reload time. So those may or may not be changed sometime soon. The energy machine guns are also on there for a nerf. Somebody was saying it's actually 30% less DPS per second, but I don't know how to do the math to check myself. It doesn't sound like much, but someone said they did the math and it's like 33% less damage or something. So I don't know. Both of those.
Adrian Chong runs those stock, Mallet T's MK2, and he gets out there and does really good with them.
Elite Phantom, one of these days I'm going to have to try that, but I don't have cryos or anything that are leveled up really high enough. My cryos are not that great.
That's how I run mine, Danny. What he just now said in chat, that's exactly how I'm running one of my Scorpions. I'm running the suppression, lockdown, and the freeze chips with it, and one that gives you defensive points or whatever, like 15% or whatever.
Yeah.
What I'm running on mine.
But yeah, I mean, this game's got a lot going on. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty complicated. I don't really think the game's overly complicated, but
yeah.
You just kind of gotta learn what everything does and how it works. But yeah, the drone chips though, they're a little bit, they leave us asking questions still. Some of them do, at least.
Even Adrian Chong and these top YouTubers, Chief and all them, they still have problems with the drones and the chips. They can't answer every question, and I can't. I'm learning, you know what I mean, and I'm getting to know what drones are good with what bots and how to use them and stuff. So every day I'm getting in there and I'm learning with it. But it's just it's a long, tedious. It's very tedious.
Zuby, ions are really cool weapons. They're just like a Zeus. They're like a medium Zeus. I like them a lot, actually, especially if you can put 4 of those on something. They'll shock the crap out of somebody. Now ballistas, I actually don't even know what that is or what that does. So I can't tell you anything about the ballistas. I have no idea. No idea on those.
I went up against a Typhon the other day that had 4 of those ions on there, and he shredded my my leech.
Yeah, those things are nasty. I wish I had some, actually. Like, I played them on the test server last time they buffed them, and I was just like, oh my god, these things are amazing. I know a few people that run them. I know a few people that run them and love them. I mean, they're just brutal. Yeah. They're different, though. I mean, they got... I can't remember what the reload time is in between shots, because, they got one shot, and then you have to wait for it to reload, but...
Yeah.
That one shot can do a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's massive damage. If they're Mark II level 12 and you're running a couple overdrives on him, what can you do? He got me I was on the low side on the castle map coming across the bridge on my leech. Just used my ability and took out a phantom that was in my face on a beacon match. And then there's that Typhon over there on their beacon, home beacon up on the hill, on the other side of that bridge. And before I can get to him close enough for me to do any damage to him, he took me out.
Yeah.
Ions. Mark II level 12 ions. Yes, sir, buddy. They ain't no joke.
Oh, so a ballista is a medium trebuchet. If that's the case, I would say don't get those, okay?
Now, the hit pretty hard.
The ballistas might be pretty good as far as how hard they hit, but if they're anything like the trebuchets, they probably have a crazy long reload time then.
Yeah, listen, you can only shoot them trebuchets like 9 times in a match.
Let me look the ballista up real quick. It's medium. I thought they were light for some reason. Hold on a second. Let me see what the reload time is on those things. I bet it's ridiculous. Oh, there's a ballista. Oh, that's this thing here. Okay. Wait a second. No,
like but amped up shredder kind of.
Okay, ballistas are actually cool. Those are good weapons. At least they used to be. I don't know if they are anymore, but at one time they were actually pretty great. They only got a 6-second reload. They got a long range, and I remember these things doing some big damage back in the day, but I haven't heard anybody talk about them or use them in years, so I don't know if they're still any good or not.
You got a trebuchet? What's the reload time on them trebs, though?
It's like 28 seconds or something ridiculous. Let me find it.
In all reality, you can't shoot it on a 10-minute match, right? Like team deathmatch, you can only shoot them like 12 times. You can shoot a loadout. You know what I mean? In a 10-minute match.
23 seconds. 23-second reloads.
Right.
Now you can shoot them. They will shoot before reload, but they won't shoot at full blast. And if you don't let them recharge the full blast, they don't do that much damage. But if you let's just say you have like 3 or even 4 trebuchets on something and you hit somebody with a full charge, that's nasty.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Yep.
But I would never use trebuchets anymore.
I don't use trebuchets or I don't use tridents.
The new Gauss and Weber and Volt, those are pretty sweet. If you want longer range weapons, those are what I would go for.
Yeah, I got a set of them, Danny. I got enough to, make my Invader, because I don't have the Jaeger, but I got enough to make my Invader a Sniper Invader if I wanted to with those sniper weapons.
Yeah, I do know a lot of Pixonic people do watch YouTube videos. They read everybody's comments and stuff, so they might be here listening. You never know. You never know. But I think they already know what's powerful, though.
Hey, listen, we've already, and we know that they watch Danny and these other, good YouTubers. From what I was told, and Danny, you could probably quote me on this, but what I was told is they have 12 main YouTubers that they use, and they're, that they before they even pick you, they watch your content and they look at your streams and they peep you out, and they have a recruiter. Not gonna say no names, but they have a recruiter that'll bounce in and check out and see what you're doing and make notes, and they're very attentive to what their YouTubers are saying.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who all they have that's watching stuff, but I just know they have people who, kind of keep an eye on all the social media and the YouTube and all that stuff. So
yeah, well, one was just in here, So they got eyes everywhere, buddy. That's when Danny says something about a nerf and or buff. Listen, you ain't hearing us talk any crap about Pixonic and the company that bought them out, Mail RU or anything. You're not hearing none of that. What you're hearing is we're honesty coming from grinders to low spenders, and we're just telling the truth. We're not here to hurt any feelings. We're not trying to get anybody to stop playing War Robots or to spend any money or anything like that. We're just giving you our honest opinion, and Pixonic don't have a problem with that as long as you keep it within reason and family friendly, and you're making a point that is reasonable,
Yeah, I think Jaeger is one of those robots where you have to stay way in the back, and if anybody gets near you, you're in trouble. Jaeger is definitely not easy to play, so I hear you on that one. Not. I think he's a good robot, but if anybody starts getting close to you, you're just like, oh my god, I'm dead, and then you're pretty much dead in 2 seconds. But if you can stay away from all the enemies, then you can have a really good run as long as you got those 800-meter or longer weapons on them. But if you're trying to play him close range, oh man, no.
Yeah, he ain't got enough HP. Hey, you know what Trooper just said in there? And he said, Pix, if you're here, we need a Cossack pilot.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool, actually. Thomas, what's up, buddy? We need a Cossack pilot that makes him invincible for like 5 seconds at a time. Like when you hit your jump, you're invincible for the next 5 seconds. That would be sweet.
Or what about a phase shifting pilot for a Cossack?
Nah, because then he wouldn't be able to shoot you. I'd rather have invincibility. He's so easy to take out, and he has such low firepower. He needs something drastic to make him viable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen somebody from God's Clan. They made a video and they had 5 Cossacks. They wasn't tanking. It was all MK2 Cossacks and all MK2 weapons, and he was getting at there. I was seeing him kill Titan bots with Cossacks.
I'll tell you though, I enjoy playing my Jaeger, but it's not something that I want on my hanger very often. Every once in a while I bring that hanger out and I'm like, man, this is so fun.
Yeah. Bye, Trooper. Have a good one, buddy.
Zuby, I don't think I have ballistas. Let me check my Battle.Rec account and see if they ever sent me ballistas on there. I still have a small selection of stuff on that account. Let me go change over and see if I have any, because that would be
Did Terror Road say
interesting.
he was leaving? No, Terror Road ain't leaving. He was telling Arf goodbye. Somebody told Terror Road bye. Phantom did, and Terror Road ain't leaving.
Hold on. All right. I forgot how to change accounts for a second. Multitasking is hard. Ah, crap. I just changed back to the account I was already on. Hold on. I got to change over to the Battle.Rec account. Let me see what weapons I got on there. I know they recently sent me another shipment of stuff.
Did they?
Yeah. Maybe a week ago or something.
Okay. It was before the update.
How did I do that twice in a row? God, I'm stupid.
My grandson just came over to visit with us, so you might hear him in the background. I think he's a little perturbed, a little angry out there in the living room. I just heard him.
Why? What do you mean? More coffee. Do you know how much coffee I've drinking today? Actually,
listen, because I ain't wanted to holler for my wife, I ain't had a cup of coffee since the live stream started.
I've actually only had one small cup of coffee today, and that was it.
I've had one. Yeah, I've had one cup myself.
All right, let me see what I got. Let's see if I have any ballistas. That would be sweet if I did.
Ballistas are fun. That's them yellow suckers, man. They pack some punch if they're upgraded. Level 6 or level 8 ballistas ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta have them 12 or Mark II.
I don't have any. They did send me some shock trains, but I'm not really interested in trying those. I don't like those weapons. Nope, didn't get anything new for mediums except for the shock trains, and they sent me some igniters, which I don't like either. Maybe on the next shipment, I don't know.
Maybe.
Every so often they send some more stuff.
Every couple months they'll send you stuff over there for that?
Kind of something like that. Like we put in a request list of what we need for the Battle.Rec account, and then every once in a while they send us everybody gets to ask for certain things that they need, and then every once in a while they send it over. That's on the account. That's not my personal account, guys. That's the account that Pixonic owns. So I own two accounts. One is theirs.
Borrowed account.
One is theirs and one is mine.
Yep.
I wish they'd just send all that stuff to my account.
Jock said, Danny, my favorite bots are Ravana, Nightingale, Leo, Griffin, etc. Buddy, I'm gonna give you a little advice on them bots like that. The Griffin and the Leo in higher rounds, don't bring him no more than like a level 9 or 10 where you're at if you're in lower, if you're like masters or below. Because once you hit champ, they're just not viable. Now, the Ravana and Nightingale, yes, they're still doing good out there. But as far as the Leo and Griffin, I'm just trying to save you a little bit of time. They could do good. I'm not going to say they don't. I still see them. Yeah, Leos are still tanks.
Leo can be pretty cool, but he is slow. He is so slow. If Leo wasn't slow, I would still play mine a lot, but he's got a lot of hit points. He's got a lot of firepower. He just doesn't move fast enough, though. But he's a cool robot.
Hey, JT. Oh, yeah, he's awesome. He's a really good robot. He just, in the higher leagues, like Danny just said, beacon matches, you're just too slow. By the time you get to the beacon, you're half dead anyway.
Team Deathmatch he's kind of good for, though. I like him on Team Deathmatch still, where you don't have to move as fast. But I like to make sure I keep 500 or 600 meter range weapons on him so I can hit people from a distance.
Yeah, you want to use them as a sniper. You definitely don't want to use them as in-your-face bot. But
man,
I wouldn't
imagine
put any resources any higher than 9 or 10s.
I would like to try a Leo with the new Sonic weapons.
Actually, no, I seen a Natasha that had that set up on there and was pretty beast, but you got to get 200 meters.
Natasha's hard to play.
Yeah.
He dies so quickly. I used to love Natasha, though. I used to call him the Saw I would put Punisher and Thunders on that guy. And man, he would just, in the lower leagues, that guy would just stomp everyone. But
oh yeah,
in Champion League though, he doesn't really do so well anymore.
Yeah, in lower leagues, I remember when I first started playing this game shortly after. Heck, those Griffins and Natashas and everything, they were good, tough, they were viable bots. And just now, with these new meta bots and phase shifts and just with these weapons, he's not. To me, in my opinion, I wouldn't run Griffin, Natasha, and that's just my opinion. Leo, Lancelot, I love Lancelot's too, buddy. But just in Champion League, I put them out there. I take them out of my back hanger, put them in my primary hanger. I'll go out there and I'll get 50,000 hit damage with one of those bots with my Lancelot, and then I'm dead.
Yeah. Lancelot's cool though. I'm about to run to the bathroom, War Machine. I'll be right back, so you can entertain them for a minute.
Sounds good. Yeah, it said Terra Road on there said buff the Tempest. I'm not really sure the Tempest really need buffed. I mean, if you get, if you're getting popped from that far away with a Tempest and you don't get behind cover, you probably need to take that damage. Thomas said, "Don't get stuck, Danny." Everybody, this is a good time. If you ain't yet hit like and already subscribed, please do so, please, and thank you. Really means much. Anybody got any in-game questions or anything they want to ask War Machine or Danny in chat? It's not a halt to get stuck. Root said, "I hope he remembers to shut the mic off." Yeah, that'd be Ghost Bomb Dad. They really don't care about that. Danny, hear you banned from bathroom breaks, or you are banned. What's up, the one? I don't think I welcomed you in yet, buddy. Good to see everybody this evening. How's everybody doing? Yeah, Shadow, he said he drank a cup of coffee. He's an early bird. He gets up early in the morning to start making the YouTube videos and stuff, so he's up at a butt crack of dawn, sometimes before. So he probably drank his coffee a long time ago. I'm surprised it ain't already bled through him before now. Anybody got any game questions?
I am definitely seeing an increase in shells on the battlefield because they just came out and a few people are getting them here and there, so the numbers are definitely slowly increasing.
Yeah.
It'll probably be quite a while before they're all over the place though. And don't worry guys, I don't take the microphone into the bathroom with me.
No, that's why I was telling him. I said I don't think he's Ghost Bomb Dad. Ghost Bomb Dad is the one that don't care about that.
I got my little wireless earbuds in so I can still hear, but the microphone stays in the bedroom here, so you guys won't hear me taking a pee.
I'm doing good, buddy. I'm blessed. I'm here with you guys, and I look forward to Wednesdays to be able to get on with Danny and all you guys in the live stream. That's something I look forward to. Like Monday and Tuesday, I'm looking forward to Wednesday. So, yeah, I'm blessed to be here, guys.
I'm reading back on a few comments here.
No, Shadow, I'm not from Texas, buddy. I'm originally from Tampa, Florida. 813 boy. I was born in Ohio, moved from Ohio when I was 3 to Tampa, and I lived in Tampa pretty much my whole life. And currently I'm living in Alabama, Central Alabama with my wife.
Now I got one of them old Southern accent like this. He kind of talk like this now, y'all.
Hey, y'all think I'm country talking? Wait, you hear my wife? She's country as all get out. Well, I'm not gonna say country. She's just Southern, should I say.
Man,
well, to look at her, Danny, I don't know if you've ever seen her on my Facebook or whatever, but look at her.
No, I don't think I have.
You think she's, a chick from Cali that, all tattooed up and everything, pretty as all get out and everything, right? So until she opens her mouth and you're like, yep, Alabama.
I don't even get on Facebook. like ever.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's on Facebook. Except for like people just post like memes and videos all day long that I don't want to watch.
Yeah.
So. It used to be a lot different.
It ain't nothing but Debbie Downers on there, always griping about, Pixonic, lag, this, troubleshooting, this, all kind of. And I'm like, I don't even try to feed into that anymore. If it ain't positive, I don't want to be no part of it.
I'm just talking about like. I'm not even talking about Pixonic or War Robots, just Facebook in general. Just like all the people that I'm friends with. I don't know. I think I got like. I don't even know how many people I've added as friends over the years, and
yeah,
they just post all this junk most of the time. It's just like, oh my god, oh yeah, I had a big old hamburger for lunch today, and then someone says I painted my toenails green today, and someone says I'm sitting outside. It's just like, okay, thanks for sharing. Like. It's just all stuff that's just like, it's either that or they're just posting like memes and worthless videos.
Cooking, it's all cook when you go into them videos. It's all cooking.
They show pictures of their food that they just ate. And I don't know why, but I think pictures of food look disgusting. Like every time I see a photograph of food, I'm just like, ugh. Like I don't know why, it just looks so terrible. Now, if you look at the restaurant menus, the food on those looks good, but home photos of food. It just looks like some sort of like pile of slop, man. People don't know how to photograph food.
that's so. I'm never on Facebook. I'm either on Discord, YouTube, or in game. That's my to-go on everything kind of thing. Somebody said Tattoo Josh said something, but I forgot what he said. Great, that was a good stream, guys. Thank you, Tattoo. Oh, Tattoo, was you in there with that in the game with us the other night when we was doing that squatter day with Ghost Bomb Dad and all them, Lady, Boss Lady, and all them? And was you the one that said that my Scorpion was evil?
You might make some homemade stuff that's good, but I don't know if you'll be able to take a picture that makes it look good.
Yeah.
Nope. Streamloom is locked out to everybody. The only people who can get in here are the people who are actually going to be on the live stream.
Right.
Don't need people interrupting the stream and getting on comms, and I can imagine how that would go.
I can see what he's saying. That's why we have that moderator channel in there. That if something comes up to where he has to chime in and say something about somebody in the text or something that's spamming or any problems, you know what I mean, if any voice technical problems on their end, you know what I mean, anything, you can just go into the moderator channel and type it in and let us know, and we'll get the notifications. I turn on the notifications to Danny's channel whenever I do live streams with him.
I actually wish that Shield Breaker would smash the Hawk Shield. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
Well, I don't think you're gonna see a whole lot of those Hawks out there. Danny wants this new. It ain't gonna ruin it by no means. You know what I mean? This nerf. It's not gonna ruin that Hawk. It's so OP that this nerf is. I think it's gonna balance it a lot. But I mean, the Hawk is. It's a badass bot. But it's just too overpowerful, Danny. I went out there yesterday, like I said, and I got killed in less than 2 seconds, or right at 2 seconds, because 3 Hawks went up on me at once. That's not fair gameplay.
No, it's not. That's the problem. You get 3, 4, 5 of those on the field at one time, and it's you can't play against it. You really can't. But
right.
All right, guys. So someone was just asking about gameplay. Usually, my gameplay streams are on Thursday and Saturdays. I do gameplay streams.
Yep.
All right. So tomorrow I'll be back with a gameplay stream. This stream is gonna go for probably about another 10 minutes, guys, and then we're gonna call this one quits. We usually run the streams for about 2 hours here. But yeah, Hawks are very hard to deal with. I don't mind if there's 1 Hawk on the battlefield.
Right.
I don't mind if there's 2 Hawks on the battlefield. But if those 2 Hawks are on comms and they're working together, that's where it starts to become a problem. And then you add a third one and maybe a fourth one, or maybe even like Hawk number 20. You got 20 of those guys all on the battlefield at one time. You know, like 20 get up in the air at one time, and then as soon as they land, another 20 go up in the air. That's what it feels like. I mean, it almost feels like there's just like 50 of them blasting you.
Yeah, I dropped in on a match the other day. There was 5 of them on the opposite team. Went up all at once on that, where it's got that factory in the center with the smokestack and the boathouse, the boat thing on one side, and the interstate or freeway on the left side. And as soon as I dropped in, you started hearing that that lasers, and I looked over. The whole team was, and I killed one of the hawks with my scorpion. And what he do? He comes right back with another hawk bot. That same guy.
Yeah, Tattoo Josh has a point though. Those modulative intensifiers installed on the Hawk, that laser beam is still gonna eat you to pieces if you can install a bunch of those on a drone chip. Yep. Plus, you got the death mark and those. I mean, it's still gonna be crazy.
Man, I think with the overdrive unit, especially running up 2 overdrive units in the last stand on a Hawk. You know, when you get down below like 70% of your health, you'll be 240% more damage.
I wish they would make so you don't get damaged when you shoot the Hawk. Yeah. That would have been great if you could actually fight against it, at least that way, if you could actually shoot it. But nope, if you shoot it, you're gonna get beat up.
You're gonna take it too, right? What's up there, Kill 'Em All? What's up, Snipe? Good to see you guys, man. For sure.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, everybody. We definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll probably go till about 5 after, guys. About 5 after, we'll end this stream. I got a few things I need to do here pretty soon.
Button, subscribe, all that good stuff, please. We gotta support our brother Danny and all his good content.
Thank you, War Machine. And I hear you, JT, buddy. That will be very nice when we can kill it on takeoff and landing.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's gonna make it a lot easier to play against, that's for sure.
You won't see as many out there, I think, Danny, because them guys that was running 4 and 5 Hawks in one hangar, I think they're gonna take it down to 1 to 2 Hawks in their hangar now after this nerf. I'm hoping.
It's hard to say, you know. It's hard to say.
Pixonic, if not, what they do to the Ares and the Leech? They gave them a couple nerfs back to back until everybody had 4 and 5 of them in their hangar at once.
All right, Venus, have a great day. Catch you later.
Yep, see you, buddy. Thanks.
Ironhide, glad you're enjoying these things. Yeah, we'll probably try and do one of these every week. I was doing them later in the day, but me and PGO were doing some, but PGO doesn't really have time to do these streams, so I changed it to a time that works for me because I didn't like doing them late at night. I get tired. Like I get up. I'm seriously like lately, I've been up at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock every morning, so I'm usually falling asleep crazy early now too.
Yeah, I know. You go to bed early and you get up early.
But I just get so like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, I just start getting tired. I'm just like, I'm just like a grumpy. Once 8 p.m. rolls around, I'm just a grumpy old man.
Yeah. Well, you're like a kid. Once a kid's fighting his sleep and he's been up all day and he didn't take a nap.
Thanks, Amphibious. Yeah, kids get grumpy too. Kids get grumpy
somebody
too.
had a question in there that says, what is better, Franco asks, what is better on the Phantom, Cryo Rhyme or Havoc Scatter?
Man,
that's kind of a toss-up. Just depends on how you run him.
If you can play it, okay. Not everybody can play the Havoc Scatters on there, but if you can, the Havoc Scatter is definitely better.
Yeah.
All right. Cryo Rhyme is great for getting in, doing a huge amount of damage pretty quickly, and leaving.
Yep.
But the other setup is like just straight on brawling, where you're gonna get up there and you're just gonna be blasting the crap out of somebody. I mean, it's that 200 meter range versus a 300 meter range doesn't really sound like much, but it's a huge difference. Like that extra 100 meters makes the cryo so much easier to use.
Yep.
But Phantom's so fast and he's sneaky, he really shouldn't have too hard of a time getting up close to enemies, so I'm gonna say the sonic weapons are probably the way to go there.
Yeah.
They're both excellent, but the only thing with the cryos is they run out of ammo, and then you have to wait for those things to reload before you can do any more significant damage again.
Yeah, guys, and those sound weapons, those sonic weapons, they're doing pretty good. If you get right up behind Arthur, don't be on the front side of him with a Scorpion or Phantom and think you're going to do a lot of damage, because all you're going to do is just affect his shield. Get him behind him. Get right in like you're right up at his butt. You know what I mean? Pushing his butt and pop, 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 and then get out of there.
Hey.
You know, and that's where you get all the damage on him. What's that, buddy?
Don't be talking about my Arthur's butt, man.
I knew you was going to say something about that, Danny. Yeah. That's a good one. Amphibious had said something. Range is the biggest issue, plus DPM, damage per minute, or DPM. I'd go with Sonics. Yeah, Sonic's the way to go with that. Hi, Snipe. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Snipe is also a moderator, Danny, on a bunch of other channels that I mod with.
The sonic weapons will get nerfed eventually, but I think they're going to have quite a while. They're so new, I don't think we're going to see those nerfed for probably a good 5, 6, 7 more months.
Yeah, and you ain't hearing everybody griping about the sonic weapons like some of the other new weapons that first come out, and everybody was whining about them.
You know?
Because, like I said, they have a disadvantage because you got to get 200 meters to do any damage with them, and 200 meters is you're within getting damage yourself.
You know what? I mean, if I really think about it, as powerful as those sonic weapons are, never once have I been like, oh god, somebody's got sonic weapons, this sucks.
Right.
Like, it's not like...
I think that they actually balanced them pretty good when they come out with these ones.
I think that's the whole purpose of the 200 meters, is to make them hard to use.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been times where I've tried to play mine and I've died before I was able to get within 200 meters.
I know, it happens to me all the time. That's the reason why I love the weapons that's on my Alming, right? Them stock machine gun weapons. But I hate the fact that they're 500 meters. And if I'm going up against any other Titan bot that's got 600 meters, just that 100 meters, I'm trying to close the gap up to where I can get a shot. I get killed sometimes.
Yep, it's amazing how much just a 100-meter difference can make on certain things, but...
Zuby said we need 800-meter range for those sonic weapons.
Now that would be a problem. That would be a problem.
Oh my god. Oh man, everybody'd camp. Nobody'd do nothing.
Yeah, everybody would just quit the game at that point. That would be nuts. I don't think I would want to see that, honestly.
I wouldn't want to see that either. If they did give them a little bit of a buff on distance, 300, I would like to see them if they did 300 meter. But look, them weapons ain't made for you to be in a bot to run up on 5 or 6 guys and Rambo it out. You got to be on a bot that phase shift, get in and out, quick damage, and don't take that much damage and get out of there.
There's only a couple robots that I actually like those weapons on because they're so hard to play.
Yep.
Like they're great on like Nightingales, where Nightingale can suppress you, drop down right next to you, and beat your butt off with some boom boxes. They're great on the Scorpion because he can just teleport in and out. They're pretty good on the Shell. The Shell is still a little hard to play on the Shell, but you got that shield to protect you where you're getting close to people. Ravena, they're good on the Ravena. If you're still a good Ravena player, they kick some butt on him.
Yeah.
Fenrir, I like him on there, but I don't love him on there.
On the Cryptic Fenrir, it's good. I like him on my Cryptic Fenrir. You can't run out in the open, like I say, in Rambo First Blood Part 17 with those weapons with a slow bot. And if you're going to run sonic weapons on your Cryptic Fenrir, you better have Roadhog, Adamant Roadhog on there.
But I mean, if you get those on a Fenrir and you can get close to the enemies are going to get tore up. But the problem is getting close enough to use them with that slow turtle makes it hard.
closing up that distance, that's when you're vulnerable. Once you get in a 200-meter range, you're good. You know,
now something,
as long as you've got a little cover or whatever.
Something like the Loki, the Blitz, the Phantom that can move really fast. The sonic weapons are pretty cool on those things too, but
I tell you, a friggin'
harder to
bot,
play.
Danny, right, I'll tell you a bot that I was thinking about. If I get some more sonic weapons I'll start having to upgrade him because I ain't really upgrading. But that's a Mender. I was thinking about Sonic, full Sonic, and out of Mender.
That might be kind of cool.
Because you can heal yourself when you take damage, but they can't heal. You know, I think that'd be a pretty good little combo. What's up, Midnight Rambler? Good to see you, buddy.
Midnight Buddy, thanks for coming. Unfortunately, you're coming right at the end.
Yeah.
We said we were gonna end this guy at 5 after. We've been at it for about 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wish you would have stopped by a little bit earlier. I apologize because I gotta hop off of here and take care of a few things in a minute. But it's good to see you, though. Good, it's very good to see you, even though it's just for a minute.
Better later than never, huh, Danny?
Let's say Jock says he doesn't like the noodles or the noodle nodens because it looks like a big ridiculous jellyfish or something like that.
Yeah.
Nodens is kind of cool though.
Remember I was telling you about that when we was talking about that new bot that's coming out? I said it looks like a 1930s or 50s vacuum cleaner. That kind of falls in the same category as that the noodles or nodens, because if you look at the bottom of them, all he's got's like 4 of those little jetpack things that stick out with them little tentacles. He has no legs himself.
Yeah. I set up my one YouTube channel had enough subscribers to set up a merch store directly onto it, and there's a company that you give them your designs and then they just, sell it and stuff. They sell it for you. They print it out, they sell it, they ship it, which is
that's
pretty
what Elite
cool.
Phantom's action here right now. You got merch. Danny's got merch. He's got. If I had a little bit more extra money right now, I would love to get his hoodie that he got with the lightning symbol in the center of it.
But I think there's a link to the store on the description of all my videos, and the bot usually posts it like every 20 minutes or something too. But it's a little on the expensive side, but I actually just received.
I don't think so.
I actually just received a coffee cup and a hooded sweatshirt from them, and it's actually really nice. If you look at
some of the other YouTubers on their merch, their shirts are like $80 for a hoodie.
Really?
I don't think yours is that much, Danny. I think it's very. I seen them in there, and if I would have had the money, if I didn't have to do all this with the phone and send it back, and and everything, I would have got your hoodie. Yeah, I really like your hoodie.
Like they have a regular and a premium hoodie that I have. I signed up for the regular and the premium. I don't really know what the difference is. I think the regular is like $45 and the premium is like $48 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Snipe. Snipe just posted a link to it right there.
Thank you, Snipe. That means a lot, buddy. Yeah, thank you so much.
But it's pretty cool stuff. I was actually wearing it.
How much is your mug gonna be, Danny? Like $14.99? What's
I
price on your mug?
don't know. Let me click on that store and see what they were charging for the mugs.
Chiefs is selling his for $14.99 on his merch.
Yeah, the mug is $14.99. The T-shirts look like they're. I think I've got the Comfort and the Premium T-shirts, so they have different prices, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hoodies are $48 and some change, and the cheaper hoodie is $42 and some change.
And that's not bad, guys. That's a really good. I've seen YouTubers sell their merch in there for $70-$80 for just a hoodie, and I think Danny's looks as good, if not better, than their hoodies.
Yeah, they come in all kinds of different colors and stuff too. I picked several. Different colors to make available. So, Like it might show up on like blue, or it might be like a gray color, but if you click on it, like each one should have a lot of different colors to choose from.
Yeah.
Some pretty cool stuff on there, but yeah, guys, I apologize. I actually need to hop off of here now, so it's been I kind of hate to end the stream on talking about my merchandise, but somebody asked about it right at the end there. I don't.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. You guys are awesome. Me and War Machine appreciate all of you. And just remember, War Machine's about to start a YouTube channel, so when he does, hopefully you guys will check out his channel.
Yeah, I'm going to be having 2 channels, Danny. The one for War Robots and then the other one for Call of Duty.
Nice.
I'm going to be doing like what you do. Every day, get up, I'm going to do my War Robots, and then after I get all that done and posted, and then I'll make my... Yep, so it's going to be like a day job for me too, kind of thing, but it's worth it for me to bring everybody good content and, you know, spread joy and cheer. And I do so much for everybody in the community that one thing I'm asking for you guys just to sub. That's it, you know. Not asking for any money, any handouts or anything. So, yeah.
Amphibious Snipe, thanks guys so much for coming out and moderating. You guys did an awesome job.
Yes, they did. Yes, sir.
War Machine, thank you as well for being on the stream. That was awesome. And everybody else that just came to hang out, man, you guys are awesome. Channel members, thank you all so much for actual joining the channel. I appreciate every one of you, even if you're just someone who comes and hangs out and chats with us. That is awesome. I appreciate all of you guys equally. You all make this YouTube channel into something cool, so you're all a good part of this as well. It's not just me, guys. It's all of us together that make this channel a lot of fun. So
that's what makes the community. Yes, sir. Yep.
Anyways, I gotta cut this one off. I apologize, but all right, you all have a great day. Thank you again so much, and I'll see you all later. Anything else you want to say before we go, War Machine?
That's pretty much it. Bye and laters.
All right, guys. Y'all have an awesome day. See ya.
See you guys.